It was Ronaldo who brought Portugal back into the game. Is there a doubt about the ingenuity of this guy? My problem was how Nuno Mendes was able to deal with Lamine Yamal. There's no doubt Lamine Yamal is one of the best wingers in the world. And it's a fact that he is in contention for the Ballon d'Or. But today against Nuno Mendes just showed how to nullify the threat of Lamine Yamal. Ronaldo once again has led Portugal to a major cup final, to a major trophy. At the age of 40 years, Cristiano dos Santos Ronaldo has led Portugal to their third trophy in their footballing history. He led Portugal to win their Euros, the first Nations League, and on this day, he has led Portugal again to win their third trophy in their history by beating Spain, their arch rivals. And remember, don't forget that Portugal and Spain are neighbors. So this is a derby. This is a serious derby. You know, a very serious footballing derby. And I am confident and I am comfortable to say that on the day where everybody thought that Spain had the upper hand, that Ronaldo was aged, and that Ronaldo would not make an impact in the game, at the age of 40 years, it was Ronaldo who rose the highest. It was Ronaldo who brought Portugal back into the game from 2-1. Is there a doubt about the ingenuity of this guy? Is there a doubt about the greatness of what Ronaldo represents? From when he became a professional at 17 until today, 23 years, it's been absolutely phenomenal. That is why I got offended when in the 56th minute, one of the commentators said that Ronaldo was not up to the pace of the game there. The game was just too fast and too hot for Ronaldo, so he should be taken off. You don't take players like Ronaldo off a game just because the game was too hot or just because the tempo of the game is too high. No, we don't. And Ronaldo strategically answered him by getting the equalizer just 4 minutes after that statement was made. But that is not even my problem for the day. My problem was how Nuno Mendes was able to deal with Lamine Yamal. There's no doubt Lamine Yamal is one of the best wingers in the world, if not one of the best players in the world. And it's a fact that he is in contention for the Ballon d'Or. I can say without any shadow of doubt that he's one of the two favorites for the Ballon d'Or. But today against Nuno Mendes just showed how to nullify the threat of Lamine Yamal. With pace, with power, with timing, with vision. Right? Everything embodied in one. Remember, for 90 minutes, Lamine Yamal was not able to have a single ball pass Nuno Mendes. And this is the first time in the entire season, in the entire 2024-2025 season, that Lamine Yamal has not been able to have a successful dribble against a fullback that he's faced. And you see, this just goes to buttress the point that what Nuno Mendes did against Inter Milan in the Champions League finals was no fluke. Because in the Champions League finals, Nuno Mendes was one of the best players. Defensively, attacking-wise, he was one of the best players on the day. And he has shown today, he has proven it today that what? It was not a 9-day wonder. It was no fluke. It was not as if he just had a day against Inter Milan. He has shown his tenacity. He has shown how to take off or how to prevent Lamine Yamal from having a very good day. And it is clear, you need to be fast. You need to be quick. You need to have the temperament to go and come. You need to have the ability to stay on your feet. And on top of that, the legend himself, Cristiano Ronaldo. What else can we say again? What else can football pundits say about Cristiano Ronaldo? Yes, I sincerely don't expect Cristiano Ronaldo to last 90 minutes and to be effective for 90 minutes. That is hogwash. No, nobody, absolutely nobody who understands football or who understands athletics or who understands sports will tell you that he expects Cristiano Ronaldo to last 90 minutes at the highest level. But what he gives you in the space of time, what he gives you in the moments in the game are the most important things, are the most critical things. Against Germany, he showed that you don't need to have the pace again. You don't need to be agile. You don't need to have that physique when it was 2025. No. That is why you need to use your brains the more you grow. Movement, anticipation. Look at the goal he scored today. The ability to anticipate where the ball was going to land, even after it had deflected. This is football. This is football wisdom talking. It's not about shouting or talking about Ronaldo. No. And you see, it just goes a long way to establish the fact that it doesn't necessarily matter where you play, because Ronaldo has been banging in the goals for the Portugal national team. He's been their go-to man when it comes to goals, even though he's playing in the Saudi Pro League. People have criticized the Saudi Pro League as not being competitive enough, but he's come to the European stage, and against the best teams in Europe, against the best teams in the world, he has proven himself. So if there's no need for us to even question the suitability of the Saudi Pro League and wanting to have the best players play for teams in the league, right? So I can confidently say, proud to Ronaldo busting onto the scene in 2004 when he had his first Euros, where they were beaten by Greece in the finals via a lone goal. Ronaldo, in 23 years, has led Portugal to 3 trophies. In the entirety of their history, they have not imagined, they have not thought of the fact that there's a day or there's a period in their footballing history that a certain Cristiano Ronaldo is going to lead them to trophies. But here they are, enjoying the full benefits. And I'm just dreadful of the time where Ronaldo will just hang up his boots. And you see, let's be factual. Let's be sincere to ourselves. For the past 20 years, the competitive nature of Cristiano Ronaldo is a lesson for young footballers. We have to accept the fact that whether you are talented or not, hard work, dedication, consistency, these are the 3 key things for you to become a successful footballer. Hard work. If you are hardworking but you are not dedicated, if you are hardworking but you are not consistent, you are not going to make it as a pro footballer. You are not going to make it. So once again, I say kudos to Portugal for having defeated Germany, for having defeated Spain in the finals of the Nations League, and becoming a 2-time champion. It is not an easy job, because Spain is one of the most informed teams when it comes to world football. Remember, they had just won the Euros by beating England, right? They just won the Euros by beating England. And they have come into this Nations League finals by scoring 5 goals against France. Don't forget that. So for Portugal to have a go at them, for Portugal to not be defensive, for Portugal for 90 minutes, who were not defensive, but they were expansive, they were able to go toe-to-toe with this Spanish national team, with all their attacking triangle, with all the attacking tools that they've got at their disposal, for Portugal to match them boot for boot, just tells you how confident they are in themselves. It just tells you that what? there's some exuberance, there's something new brewing in the camp of the Portuguese national team. And I am happy for Ronaldo. I am happy for Bruno Fernandes as well. I am happy for Nuno Mendes because he's giving himself a leverage. He's giving himself a shout. Because to have won the Champions League just 8 days ago, to have come back at the same stadium, and remember, at the same stadium, to win the Nations League is a fantastic achievement. And I say kudos to Portugal. And for Spain, good luck next time. But on the total balance of play, I can say that this is one of the best finals that I have seen when it comes to the Nations League. These are two teams that had a go at each other. These are two teams that are not scared to commit fouls. These are two teams that are neighbors, and it's a serious derby. And I can tell you for the fact that if you watch the ball critically, it did not disappoint. And you will not be disappointed if you are paid to watch this game. But yet again, the most important thing is to win. And Portugal, on the day, are victors.